Rotary Club of Monroe, Mark Kohler, and the Rotary Club of Belleville, Rachel Kozlowski. Take a bow. Okay. And we're going to talk about some other fun stuff that clubs are doing, and all of our clubs are doing so many different things in the district, so we wanted to highlight some of those. And one of them has been going on in Monroe for many, 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 many years, and that is Breakfast with Santa. And so, Mark, we'd like you to tell us a little bit about Breakfast with Santa. I know it's Breakfast with Santa, but like, who goes, and how long have you had it, and so on?
Sure. Well, this has been going on for 25 years. It's a program, I'll say this.
Hold the mic a little closer.
It's a very simple program, but it has big impact. So, this has been going on for 25 years, and it is, it's a collaboration with the Monroe Public Schools, as well as we bring in our Interact Club, and they're a key part to helping us with this.
How many members in the Interact Club?
Well, there's about 30 kids in two different Interact clubs. We have two high schools, St. Mary's Catholic Central and Monroe High School. They're very instrumental in this. So we start out the day with a breakfast. Again, this is open, this is free, no cost. It's open to any family member in Monroe. To the kids and families, and it starts out with a breakfast. We have crafts, games, face painting, balloons, of course Santa. Every kid gets to sit with Santa and gets a present.
How many kids are we running through this project typically?
Last year I believe there was about 400.
That deserves some applause. That's a lot of Santa's lap right there. And the other groups that you collaborate with to pull this off for the 400 kids, other than Interact, are you working with any other local?
Monroe Public Schools, and then of course their food service program, Sodexo.
How does the funding work since it's free? Who's paying for it?
Our club pays for it.
How much does that cost your club?
It's about $3,000.
Perfect. So that's a real community service that you provide. All right. And what makes this, I mean, other than it's breakfast and it's Santa, what makes this so special to the Monroe community that you've been able to keep doing it for 25 years?
Well, I think it's, I think it's the fact that you're bringing smiles to the kids, you're bringing families together. And it really is that togetherness, I think that's one of the components, of course, with our service projects. We want to do good, but I think it's bringing the community together that is really what appeals to us.
Terrific. Big hand for Breakfast with Santa. So in Belleville, we have a really different kind of project. This was kind of special when I was reading about this, in that it was a true international project. So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about what the club did as far as helping to bridge some different different clubs to make this happen. What was the project?
Well, okay. Our club project was a global scholar. His name is Francis Opala, and it actually involved 3 different Rotary clubs. One of them was the Rotary District Club 6400 Global E Club, and the from District 5550, the Brandon Sunset Rotary Club in Manitoba, Canada. See, the thing is that the Global E Club could not by itself get a global grant. So Rick Karen, during our training for grants, said, would a club be willing to step up to be the, I think it's the international sponsor, And we've never done a global grant before. We've done regular district grants, but not a global grant. So the thing is that we said, okay, we'd be willing to do this. Through this process, we met this wonderful man, Francis,
From
Nigeria, Africa, and he was wonderful. But what was really surprising to me was I got to meet people from the District 6400 Global E-Club, but I not only met them, online, I met them here. And so there's two people that are here, Jude and Rita Chigbo.
Where's Jude and Rita?
Would you please stand up?
Right there, stand.
I was waiting in line to get wine, and I turned around, and there was this beautiful woman wearing this long dress, looked absolutely stunning. And I looked down, and I see the name Chigbo that I'd seen on my emails. And I said, I need to talk to you after you get your drink. And she got her drink, and I introduced myself, she introduced herself, we hugged, it was great. So anyway, you're meeting all of these people, and you're seeing them online, but they're just faces, and you're able to get to know that. So anyway, Francis is a orphan, and he tried really, really hard to put himself through education. He's a teacher, and the people at his club are from Nigeria, and some of them knew Francis, and they said, this person is truly worthy of going and getting his master's degree. And his master's degree was going to be in trying to recycle plastics. All right, so over in Nigeria, they were having a horrible problem with recycling. So not only did they teach Francis how to recycle plastics, he's going to take that back to his country and teach his people how to recycle plastics. And he also went online and he did a presentation in my club. Over in Brandon, they took him into their homes, they fed him, they took care of him, because even though global grants for $30,000, it doesn't cover everything, and he even got a job while he was there. And I felt really bad, here's this man coming from a tropical country, and he's going to go to Manitoba, Canada, where there's no way.
Hey, we were in Alaska and we saw Brazilians there a couple of weeks ago. They survived, but I love the pictures of him in his parka. He was frozen.
That's right. So the club sent him clothing over to the Chigbo's house. Okay, so the Chigbos pick him up in Winnipeg, which is not close to Manitoba. But they pick, it wasn't close to Brandon, my apologies. Okay, so anyway, they pick him up at the airport. I tell them, get him in a coat, get him all the clothes on, they had boots and everything like that. And they took a picture of him immediately, sent it to my club, and we were like, oh, this is great. So anyway, everybody, huge love fest, and we're all helping each other. And ultimately, this is going to help the world, because everybody's going to be recycling and helping in that way, and we're developing global friendships. And I never, ever dreamed I would get to meet Jude and Rita, and they are wonderful.
You're bringing people together in a district conference. What I love about this project is you got to meet them over some wine here at a conference. The club got to meet the scholar on Zoom.
Yes.
Neither of you had to go to either Nigeria or Niger or to Manitoba, so that worked out for everybody. Let's give our panel a big round of applause for Rachel and Mark. Thank you very much.